Hope you all are fine. Mm, just wait for a minute. I am going to start the class. Right. Okay, class 9, last time we was discussing about the numericals of unit number 5. Hope we will do all the numericals today, inshallah. And on board, all of you can see there is page number 94 and part D of numerical number 2, which was the homework I have given it to you last time. So, if any one from you having any problem, they can see from the board. And if you have any question, you can ask me right now during the class. I hope board will be clear to all of you. Right. Okay. So let me explain you. Last time I have also explained to you that whenever we are converting temperature from Kelvin to degree centigrade, then we have to keep this thing in your mind that there is a negative sign, minus 273. So 100 minus 273, the negative sign will come along because 100 is a small quantity and it is going to be deducted from 273, then minus will come definitely. So we will say that the temperature that is in degree centigrade is minus 173 degree centigrade. If you ignore this sign of negative minus, then 0 marks will be given to you. So please keep this thing in your mind when you are measuring temperature in degree Celsius and the value of Kelvin is low than minus 273, then definitely minus sign will come along. Coming towards B question, that is 172 Kelvin to degree centigrade. The solution is over here. You have to write down first the formula, then you have to put the values, and again the answer is in minus 101 because 172 is quite less than minus 273. So the value which is bigger उसके साथ minus आता है. That's why we are putting minus 101 degree centigrade. So this was the solution of numerical number 2, part C and D. If you have any question, you can ask me. Let me see how many of you are there. Zuhaib Ibrahim, beta, is it clear to you? Okay. Now we are moving towards question number 3, which is numerical number 3. Okay. It states that a gas, firstly you have to give the heading of given data. Then you will move towards the numerical. A gas at pressure 912 millimeter mercury has volume. So pressure 1 P1 is equal to 912 millimeter of mercury. So before going further, we have to convert it into atmospheric pressure. So we will divide it with 700 city, means 760 millimeter of mercury is equal to 1 atmospheric. So we are going to divide it with 760 and the answer is 1.28 pm. This conversion is very necessary because you have to convert the unit first into the other unit, then you have to do the further work. Then there is has volume 450 centimeter cube. I am going to do numerical number 3. It's on page number 94. So please open your books as well and do it with me so that it will be clear to all of you. Right. So V1 is equal to 450 cubic centimeter. Then what will be its volume at 0.4 atm? 0.4 atm is P2 and we have to determine the volume V2. Now according to this data you have to put you must know what you have to put. You have to apply over here. You will write down solution then you have to write down by using Boyle's law. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, right? This was the equation for Boyle's law. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Now you have to do some convenience that how you will determine the value of V2. So you will write down. You can also write down the values and then you can do it, or you can simply amend the formula and then you will write it down. So you can say that V2 V2 is equal to, now what happens? P1 over multiplying over here. So then if we go on the other side, it will be dividing. Then you will write down by putting the value. P1 is 1.2 multiplied by V1 is 450 divided by 0.4. So the value comes is equal to 1350 cubic centimeters. Unit must also be mentioned. At the end of the numerical, you can also write down results, and then you will write down the pressure of given gas, or sorry, the volume of the given gas is 1350 cubic centimeter. Right? This is a way how to attempt the numerical in your exams. First, you have to write down given data, then you have to write down each and everything that is provided in the numerical. Then you have to go towards solution. First, you have to write down that what you are going to be applying. Like if you are saying that you are going to apply Boyle's law, Charles law, whatever you are going to apply, you have to mention it. Just I have by using Boyle's law. Then you will write down that what is Boyle's law. Directly आप इस चीज पे नहीं जाएंगे. Firstly, you have to write down the exact equation. Then you will write down by rearranging the equation. Then you will rearrange it and then you will write down that by putting the values. After that, you will get the volume, and at the end, the question is mentioned that this is the result, that the volume, that the pressure, whatever it is gonna ask you, you have to write it down over here. Hope this numerical will be clear to you. It's quite important numerical in 2016. Now coming towards numerical number 4. Now, numerical number 4 is a gas occupies a volume of 800 centimeter cube. Means V1 is equal to 800 centimeter cube and at pressure 1 atm. What will be its pressure in millimeter of mercury? Pressure we have to determine when it is allowed to expand up to 1200 cubic centimeters. Now, the thing to remember over here, they are asking about us pressure in which unit, millimeter of mercury.
पानी जाया नहीं होगा उसको कहो टब में पानी खोल
Okay, so we was doing numerical number 4. So over here again we are going to apply the same thing using Boyle's law. Equal to P2 V2. Now we have to determine V2. What will we do? We will do the same thing P1 V1 over P2. Now we will put the values. P1 is 1 multiplied by 800. P2 is equal to sorry P2. The answer will be 0.66. It's in atmosphere. Now, if you see the again read the statement, the pressure should be in millimeter of mercury. So we can say that we have to convert this atmospheric pressure into millimeter of mercury. How will we convert it? We will say that 1 atmosphere is equal to 760 millimeter of mercury. So what will we do? We will simply multiply it as we have done in the previous conversion. The answer will be simply multiplied with 760 and the answer is 506.66 millimeter of mercury. So this is the answer of numerical number 4. You can see on the board. If you have any query, you can ask. Coming towards number 5, and please try to do it with me so that it will be clear to you that you are able to do it or not. It's numerical number 5. Given data. First, you will write down the heading of given data. Then, coming towards the statement. It is desired to increase the volume of a fixed amount of a gas from 87.5 to 118 cubic centimeter. It means they have provided us with the volume that V1 is equal to 87.5 cubic centimeter, and from which amount 118 cubic centimeter will be the V2, while holding the pressure constant. So over here P is constant, so you should keep this in your mind, which law was applicable when we was holding pressure constant. It was about the Charles law, in which we were discussing about volume and temperature. So what could be the final temperature? Means we have to find out T2, final temperature. If the initial temperature T1 is equal to 23 degrees centigrade. Now the temperature is already in degree centigrade. We don't need to go into another unit. So we will start doing it. But if it is Kelvin, then we first have to convert it into the other one, degree centigrade. Now you will write down by using Charles law, which was V1 over T1 is equal to V2 over T2. So while applying this formula, you have to first write down that what we are going to apply, that was Charles law. So V1 over T1 is equal to V2 over T2. Now we have to determine what T2. T2 will be on the other side and V2 will go over on the other side, and it will be going to multiply over. So we will write down T2. We have to determine T2. T2 is equal to V2 T1 over V1, right? So we will put the, by putting the values, you will write down T2 is equal to, how much is the V2? 111 multiplied by 23 degrees centigrade. V1 is 87.5, and the temperature answer will be, it will be 390. Sorry, it will not be like this. देर आर इसको अगर हम इजी तौर पे कर लें तो दैट इज मोर प्रिसाइज कि हम इसको केल्विन में इधर ही कन्वर्ट कर लें, बट इफ वी आर नॉट डूइंग तो आगे से हमें उसकी लंबी कैलकुलेशन करनी पड़ेगी. सो इट्स बेटर कि हम यहाँ पे ऐड कर लें टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू केल्विन स्केल. सो इट विल बी प्लस 273 and 296 Kelvin, and we will put 296. So the answer will be 399 Kelvin. And if you want to convert it into degree centigrade, because they were saying that we have to convert, they have given us the value of degree centigrade. Then what will we do? Obviously, this is in Kelvin, so we will say degree centigrade is equal to Kelvin minus 273. We will write down 399 minus 273, and the answer will be 126 degree centigrade. So this is the answer in degree centigrade and this is the answer in Kelvin. But remember one thing, if we don't convert it into over here, then the answer will definitely straight goes towards this. But if we are converting it, then we have to also convert it in degree centigrade. The more precise way to do is do just like this, because whenever we have some temperature in degree centigrade, so while doing numericals, we have to convert it into Kelvin and then we have to go into the degree centigrade. So this is the more better way to do it. Otherwise, if you do the same thing with the other process, the answer will be the same. But according to your board pattern, you have to do first convert degree centigrade into Kelvin and then further you have to do the further conversion, right? Now, numerical number 6. How much is the time? Right. Numerical number 6. A sample of, it's page number 95. A sample of gas is cooled at constant pressure from 30 degrees centigrade to 10 degrees centigrade. Means T1 is equal to 30 degrees centigrade, and if we convert it 30 degrees centigrade plus 273, it will be what it will come, it will be 303 Kelvin. Then they are saying 30 degrees centigrade to, right, 30 degrees centigrade to 10 degrees centigrade means T2 is 10 plus 273, it will be 283 Kelvin. So this was the conversion done already while in given data. Next one, command, will the volume of the gas decrease to 1/3 to its original volume. Till the moment we will not find out the volume, how we can determine it. So what will we do? We will now do it with another way, part B. If not, then by what ratio will the volume decreases? So firstly, you have to determine, then you have to give the answer that if it is yes for the first one, that's okay. But if it is not, then by what ratio will the volume decreases? Now, only we have temperature with it. Now, what will we do? We will say that V1 is equal to, we will assume that V1 is equal to X and V2 we have to determine. Now, according to Charles' law, we will write down, according to Charles' law, V1 over T1 is equal to V2 over C2. Right? So what we are going to do now, we have to determine V2 is equal to T2 over T1 and multiply by V1. Right? V1 की value हमने assume कर ली that it is X. Now because we have to find out the ratio, that's why we are doing this. And then we have put the formula of Charles' law. Then we have to find out the value of V2. V2 value is equal to, what is T2 is 283 divided by 303 and it is multiplied by X. It will be come like this. And then we can say V2, then we solve the fraction. The answer is 0.93 and X will be no. Here, then now you can say that you can see that volume V2 is equal to 0.93x and that we have to find out the ratio between V1 and V2. So what will we do whenever we are finding the ratios? We make the column like this, that V1 ratio sign V2. So V1 is equal to, you can say it's X and V2 is equal to 0.93 if we have just calculated X. Assuming that it is 1, it will come 0.93 and X will be cut it down. So 1 will be over here. So like this, 0.93. So you can say V1 is equal to 1 while V2 is equal to 0.93. So look at the statement again. Will the volume of the gas decrease to 1/3 to its original volume? Yes. You can see there is a decrease in the volume. For V1 original volume was 1 and the last one is 0.93. It means it is going to be decreased 3 times. So we will write down the answer of part A, it's yes. And they are saying if not, they are supposing it that if it is not, then by what ratio will the volume is going to be decreased. So you can say, you can write down this ratio and you can well explain this whole numerical. Clear? Write it down on your diaries or on your registers as well. Then numerical number 7, we are moving. Okay, numerical number 7. A balloon that contains 1.6 decimeter cube of air at standard temperature, that is 0 degrees centigrade. So the first thing we have provided is V1 is equal to 1.6 cubic centimeter and 1 atmosphere pressure. So P1 is equal to 1 atm underwater to a depth at which its pressure increases to 3. T2 is equal to 3 atmosphere atm. Suppose that temperature remains unchanged, means over here temperature is constant, and you must know what is applied when temperature is kept constant. Then what should be the new volume of the balloon? You have to find out V2. Now keep one thing in your mind: when we are applying volume and pressure and the temperature is constant, which law is going to be applied? Obviously Boyle's law is going to be applied over here. So you will write down P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, and you have to find out the formula of P2. We will say that you will simply put the values by rearranging the formula. The values will be 1 multiplied by 1.6 divided by 3. Value comes, give the answer of 0.53 centimeter cube. So this was the numerical number 7, and the answer will be, it will definitely going to be contracted because the temperature is going, the volume is going to be decreased. Over here, V1, when balloon was expanded, it was 1.6, and when the volume comes 0.53, so it means it is going to be decreased and the balloon is going to be contracted, right? Coming towards number 8, we have 2 minutes to complete this. Number 8. Now, a sample of neon gas occupies a volume of 75 centimeter cube at very low pressure, means the volume 1 is equal to 75.0 cubic centimeter, and the pressure is 0.4 atm, right? Assuming, who is going to share the screen? इब्राहिम क्या कर रहे हो बेटे? शेयर स्क्रीन को स्टॉप करें. चलें. Assuming temperature remains constant, what would be the volume of pressure? 2 is 1 and V2 you have to find out. Now you can see that what we are keeping constant, and then what formula is going to be applied over here. So over here again Boyle's law is going to be applied. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, and we have to find out V1. We have to find out V2. We will simply rearrange the formula and then we will put the value. After putting the value, we will solve, and the answer will come is equal to 30 cubic centimeter. Now only 2 numericals remain over there, and if you have any question, now you can ask me. I am just going to switch on from my other account and I am going to share homework with you. Uh, right. So if you have any question, you can ask. The remaining numericals will be your homework. I am just sharing the homework with all of you from my another account. Hope you all can see that. Do all numericals of unit number 5, that is page number 94 and 95. Then the remaining two on page number 9 and 10 are over there. You have to do it by yourself. If you have any query, we will do it in the next class, just before the starting of class. Then an oral test will be taken on next class, that is will be inshallah on Friday, and I will be taking your test orally. So be prepared for the whole chapter. Now, if you have any question, you can ask me. I am getting login from my other account.